Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to take you through a quest on Lord of the Rings Online, or LOTRO, that is part of the Harvest Festival that is happening right now. It is kind of a Halloween style themed event with all sorts of spooky things happening. So we want to get started and we want to jump in and check out all the spooky fun things. So how do we get started? Well, right now we are at the party tree in the Shire, up on the hill. And that is the main location for most of this festival. So we're going to, but what we want to do is we want to get into all the fun stuff, right? And most of the fun stuff is happening over here in the, in that cellar door. Well, you'll notice it says, first of all, the Haunted Burrow event has to be active. It is. But you have to have completed the quest Bilbo's letter. We don't have that yet, so we want to get started. So where we're going to go is right over here. Opal, Goodbody, poor beleaguered friend of Lobelia, has a quest for us called A Cellar Door Appears. So we want to start with that. And she tells this story about how, they were making preparations to open up a new oven, and they went digging into the side of the wall here, and oh my goodness, they found a door. So the door is locked, but she says, I'll wager it is a forgotten cellar of Bag End, and Bag End is just above. So do you think that's where Mad Baggins kept his treasures? So it's playing onto that idea that a lot of the hobbits think that Bilbo Baggins came back with a whole bunch of treasure and just hid it and sat on it like a dragon. But in this point where we are in the storyline in Lord of the Rings, we are at the point where Frodo has already left, and so Lobelia has Bag End. So we have to go talk to Lobelia Sackville-Baggins, our favorite person. So our friend Opal here says, if you think she'll be letting anyone else dig around for old Bilbo's treasure, then you go right ahead and ask her, be my guest. So we are going to accept this quest that I know will only end in tears, right? So we are down here and Lobelia is up there. So I'm going to get on a mount because my legs are short and it takes a while to get up there. But I know we can kind of traverse the side of the mountain here, little hill, and sneak our way up to the pathway that leads to the burrow. Yeah, I do kind of take a little shortcut there. All right, so we're now here at Bag End. Sorry, not the burrow, the Bag End. Wrong fandom. All right, and here is Lobelia Sackville-Baggins. And we're going to talk to her, and she's like, oh my goodness, you want to talk about this door as well? Now look. And she says, that mad fool of a Baggins never said anything about a secret cellar, and neither did that awful nephew of his, Frodo. So she's so mad, and she's scrounged over the whole burrow and not found a thing that can be used as a key or anything like that. So she says that she doesn't know anything, but she bets that gardener down the hill will probably know something. So we are then sent to go talk to the Gaffer. So the Gaffer is down the hill. So a lot of times what I do when I'm doing these sorts of things from up here is I just jump straight down the hill. There are roads, but where we're going, we don't need roads. All right, so the Gaffer is down the hill a little bit further. And he's right along this little row of houses. And here he is, Mr. Respected Gardener. A cellar door appears. So he probably has had plenty of hobbits coming to him all day, also talking to him about this new cellar door. So he says, I'll wager Lobelia sent you down to talk to me about this, right? He says, the whole affair smells of trouble. You tell my young ones, and I'll tell you too, best mind your own matters, and no harm will come of that. But he does have a little bit more information, of course. He's like, still here, are you? Well, I suppose if you're of an inquisitive nature like Mr. Bilbo himself, I'll let you in on something he said to me before he disappeared. And so he kind of gives you a little bit of information here. So I'll let you read this over for yourself as you go through this quest. But what he has is he has a letter from Bilbo. So we continue with our quest, and he gives us a letter. And it is in our inventory. So if we want to read the letter, and it is a very cute and nicely written letter. So you'll want to take a look at that. And it basically says, you know, if you think that if you find this door, then you need to go talk to Lobelia and borrow one of her spoons. So again, bringing in that fun line about, you know, how Lobelia keeps taking all of his spoons. And so he's basically made one of the spoons as the way to enter into this area. So we are now being sent back to go talk to Lobelia. So let's go back up the hill, and we'll go the right way this time. So we'll take the road out to the main road, and then we'll turn and go up the road, past some other people, up the road some more, keep going. And here you'll see the signpost. It says Bag End if you hover over that. So that's how you know you're here. It also has the arches. Also, if you are a forester or other person who collects wood, there's sometimes some wood right here. So those are some keys where you can know that you're in the right place if you're still trying to figure out how to get to Bag End. All right, so here we are. We have returned. And she wants to know what we've got. So she snaps the envelope or the letter that we have gotten from down the hill, and she is going to read it. So this one is an amusing little sequence of things. So she's reading the letter. How can she concentrate with people badgering her all day? If it doesn't say anything about that cellar, I swear I'll be positively furious. Lobelia obviously wants to keep Bilbo's treasures all to herself. So you want to read the little pop-ups that come up because it's rather funny. So you pester her again. She continues reading greedily. She is very unhelpful. You pester her again for more information. She shoos you away and continues reading. Don't listen to her. Stick around. What's this about a spoon? He left me the silver spoons. He says they are the key to the cellar. So now she's excited. So now it's like, wow, great news. Now she can go down and find all this treasure. So she's going to open the door, and we're supposed to help her carry out all the treasure. I'm sure that will work out well for us. So let us meet down at the party tree. Just give me a moment and I'll be down. So our next thing here is then to talk to her inside the haunted burrow. So now we get our first access to the haunted burrow. So now we go back down. Zoop, zoop. There we go. And remember that it was over here where the oven is. All right, so now we have done the letter. We can go inside and see what she's got to say. All right, so you'll come inside and you'll notice it's kind of spooky in here. It may be like a haunted house. That's exactly what's going on here. It's a haunted house with a whole bunch of stuff. So even if I pull up the map, we've got that kind of fog going on. So this is all we have seen so far. But I will show you in another video different parts of the house. So you'll get to see more of it. Okay, but here's Lobelia. She is not pleased with what she has found. She feels like she's been tricked. The whole place is nothing but a monster-filled, spooky-ridden, crawly-infested hole in the ground. Doesn't sound anything like a hobbit hole, right? So she said she was tricked into thinking there was anything down here. Do what as you will with it and stay away from me. Which means she has given you permission to explore it at your leisure. And that's where the fun begins. But we have to finish up this quest. Oh, I didn't actually... Sometimes I go back and reread what they have to say. That Mad Baggins has gone too far. It's a good thing he and that Frodo have gone for good. Cute. All right, so we're going to go back out the way we came in. And remember this big door here. It says the party tree on it, so that helps too. So we're going to go right out this door and finish the quest with Opal Goodbody right here. Hi, Opal. So, the haunted burrow. Did you hear? She's too scared to poke around, which means we can go treasure hunting. It's wonderful, just wonderful. So she's sure many of these nosy onlookers will have a wonderful time exploring and making off with what treasure they find. It's terribly exciting, isn't it? So she's very happy that we get to go and explore and have a great time. So that, ta-da! You may now enter the haunted burrow at your own peril. So now from the rest of this festival and from all festivals going forward, my character, this girl, has permission to go in and out of this haunted burrow while the event is happening. So that's what you need to do to unlock the ability to get in there and do various things. Now, because I picked up that wrapper before I got started, that actually counted as a festival activity. So now I'm up to 3 activities already out of the 10 that I want to accomplish today. So that is also super fabulous. And you'll notice some people running around, by the way, in some of these various costumes. Some of those are some of the new cosmetics for this festival year. So, all right. But really, I just wanted to show you how to pick up that quest, how to go through the quest, and how to finish the quest, and make sure you finish that off by speaking to Opal at the end. So if you have any questions, just let me know down below, and I'll be sure to answer anything that comes up. And we'll take a look at some of the other fun and exciting things you can do in this festival here in just a moment. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.